One of my favorites, Ayushmann Khurrana, is here. Bro, how are you?
I'm very good, Hrishikesh. It's always a pleasure chatting with you.
Bro, I'm just so excited by the fact that Sriram Raghavan and you are coming together. And you made a public statement saying this is the first time that you've picked up the phone and actually called a filmmaker. So you must obviously respect his work and everything that he's put out.
It was a deliberate decision, in fact, to do something different or off-center from whatever I'm doing right now till now. Because my current genre is slice of life, middle class, urban/rural. Guy next door. So to just have that image break, I wanted to do a thriller. And if you want to do a thriller, you have to do it with the master of thrillers. I think Sriram Raghavan is a master of thrillers. So this is the first time I approached a director. जैसे बॉम्बे बोलते हैं सामने से approach. सामने से मैंने पूछा तो exactly that's what happened. I approached him. I was like, I want to audition for this and please test me, sir. So he took an audition and it was good.
And the thing about certain South Indian Madrasi intellectuals is, there are lots of them in my family, is that they don't speak much initially when you meet them. Did that happen with you? Did you were there conversations in monosyllables or did you have long conversations?
Okay, so yeah, initial meeting was quite quiet. So I was the one who was speaking and he was just looking at me and smiling. I was like, sir, I want to work with you. I was behaving like, you know, like a new actor जिसका पहली film करनी है, like wants to do the first film for the launch. For me, this is a launch, kind of relaunch, because it's so different for me, this film. So yeah, there was minimal conversation. He was speaking monosyllables. We, I think, got comfortable with each other. Then he started speaking a lot. And the best part is his vibe is so young. Like, though he is 60 plus, I think, no, 55 plus, I don't know, but he behaves like probably was 35. He thinks like a 30-year-old maybe. So his vibe is really young. He's very passionate about filmmaking, and the way he's on the set, he's the most energetic, which is amazing.
The working title is Shoot the Piano Player. Why is that the working title?
Your piano player is not even a word, it's pianist. So yeah, that's the working title because that's what happens in the film. They want to just kill me or something like that. That's a direct working title. Probably we'll have, what do you say, a byline or maybe a tagline. Tagline is the word for the film, Shoot the Piano Player. Naam Hindi mein hoga. This line will be remaining for sure.
Without giving too much of the story away, are you playing a blind pianist? Is that the way it is?
I'm playing a blind pianist and it's fun playing a blind guy for the first time and learning piano for the first time. So yeah, it's quite crazy.
That's amazing. So you do play the acoustic guitar, you do sing, but you haven't played the piano before this?
Never. I have played harmonium, in fact, as a kid when I used to take Indian classical training. But piano is for the first time. It's more difficult than a harmonium because both the fingers are working together. One for the chords, another for the melody. And I had to start from the scratch and give crazy hours of practice because I have to play the piano and I'm blind. I can't look at the keys. So it was all the more difficult.
Did you have a teacher who's helping you, and who is he or she?
I have a teacher. His name is Akshay Verma. He's a trained pianist from LA and he's a musician as well. Now he's working as a musician with Sanjay Rautre's company and giving BGM for ad films and stuff like that. But he's a trained pianist and it's fun working with him. He's got a crazy sense of humor. He's a good actor as well. So I think we are quite like-minded. He's from Bhopal, small town guy, and we have a lot of fun. मतलब piano सीखते कम और I think बातें ज़्यादा करते हैं.
When I was a kid, I remember seeing Stevie Wonder. I just called to say I love you and this and that. You know, he was visually challenged. He was blind and he used to play the piano. And I used to find it fascinating that he used to look up in the air and he used to play these amazing melodies. You know, so did you have any template when you approached this?
I went to this blind school at Worli and I met this teacher who recently became blind, who lost his eyesight probably 5 years back. He was a cricketer, in fact, so it was quite crazy. And he made me introduced to a blind pianist. And it was so heartening to see that guy play piano so well without even seeing the piano in real life. So yeah, I went through that training and they taught me how to walk like a blind person and how to probably emote like a blind person. Of course, I had to just watch them emote. So that was I think very interesting for me as an actor.
Without giving too much of the story away, are you playing a blind pianist? Is that the way it is?
I'm playing a blind pianist and it's fun playing a blind guy for the first time and learning piano for the first time. So yeah, it's quite crazy.
That's amazing. So you do play the acoustic guitar, you do sing, but you haven't played the piano before this?
Never. I have played harmonium, in fact, as a kid when I used to take Indian classical training. But piano is for the first time. It's more difficult than a harmonium because both the fingers are working together. One for the chords, another for the melody. And I had to start from the scratch and gave crazy hours of practice because I have to play the piano and I'm blind. I can't look at the keys. So it was all the more difficult.
Did you have a teacher who's helping you, and who is he or she?
I have a teacher. His name is Akshay Verma. He's a trained pianist from LA and he's a musician as well. Now he's working as a musician with Sanjay Rautre's company and giving BGM for ad films and stuff like that. But he's a trained pianist and it's fun working with him. He's got a crazy sense of humor. He's a good actor as well. So I think we are quite like-minded. He's from Bhopal, small town guy, and we have a lot of fun. मतलब piano सीखते कम और I think बातें ज़्यादा करते हैं.
When I was a kid, I remember seeing Stevie Wonder. I just called to say I love you and this and that. He was visually challenged. He was blind and he used to play the piano. And I used to find it fascinating that he used to look up in the air and he used to play these amazing melodies. So did you have any template when you approached this?
I went to this blind school at Worli and I met this teacher who recently became blind, who lost his eyesight probably 5 years back. He was a cricketer, in fact, so it was quite crazy. And he made me introduced to a blind pianist. And it was so heartening to see that guy play piano so well without even seeing the piano in real life. So yeah, I went through that training and they taught me how to walk like a blind person and how to probably emote like a blind person. Of course, I had to just watch them emote. So that was I think very interesting for me as an actor.
Let's move on to the fact that Badhai Ho wrapped up, and I saw some wonderful videos of you partying after the wrap up. So you obviously had a wonderful time.
Of course, crazy time working on Badhai Ho because that's the film which is the genre that I personally own. It's quirk. We've still not revealed the one-liner of the film. It's quite crazy. But dancing with the crew was a lot of fun. That's what I do all the time. Every film, I think wrap-up parties are a lot of fun.
Especially when there's some Punjabi music playing, music that you've loved when you were in Chandigarh.
Of course, yeah, Delhi is close to home and Delhi is known for Punjabi music as well. And a Punjabi co-actor, Sana Malhotra, who's a crazy dancer. Like if you see that Insta post of hers where she's dancing with Fatima, it's got 16 lakh views. 16 lakh views. ऐसे मतलब किसके होते हैं? वो भी newcomer के. So I think that video went viral and she's such an amazing dancer and a performer. So it was fun partying with her and the crew.
And Badhai Ho is another film that I'm really looking forward to because, it's a new pairing. It's an unusual pairing, which is the two of you. And it's Amit, whose work I saw briefly in Tevar. And I was actually quite impressed by him. So talk a little bit about the project.
Amit Sharma, I think he's a very versatile director. He can direct anything. I think he's a great actor as well. I spoke to Arjun before going for Badhai Ho. He's like, देखो इतना अच्छा acting करेगा कि तुझे copy करने की कोशिश भी मत करना. He'll be better than you. So it was always like that. Do your own thing. Don't try to copy him because you can't go to that level. He's such a great actor, Amit Sharma. So that's what I did. And it's great to know a person who's so versatile. He also sings, dances well. He's like a quadra threat, if not a triple threat. So he's that kind of a person. And he's a master filmmaker as far as ad films are concerned. This is the second film. Tevar though was a remake. This is an original script. It's very quirky. It's based in Delhi, and the best part is I get to switch dialects in the film, which is great.
Without giving too much of the story away, it's about a family and then something goes wrong or right.
Yeah, it's about a family and there's a news in the family which everything goes crazy after that. And I'm playing a Delhi guy, and there are a lot of Delhi guys who are very desi at their home space and very urban at their workspace. मतलब office से बाहर निकल के उनका जाट बाहर आ जाता है. It's like that. But in the office they're very suave and sophisticated. So I'm playing that guy in the film.
And what is Sania playing?
Sana is playing my girlfriend in the film, and she is working with me in the film. And this is a class divide also in the film where I am from a lower middle class family, and she's the daughter of an IS officer. So it's that also. We come from different stratas of society. So that's also one of the tracks in the film.
Tell me about how the music career is going. I mean, we haven't heard a single since Ikwari, but you told me that Rochak and you try and keep working on music through the sands of time. Are you doing that? Are you managing to find time to just get into the studio and bang out some tunes?
That reminds me that I have to just make a call to Bhushan Kumar because I was supposed to. I'll be doing a single very soon. Very soon I'll be cutting a single with TCs again, and again a collaboration between me and Rochak. It's a lot of fun. MySpace, Punjabi, soft number, and last two songs were pretty good with Bareli Ki Barfi, Nazam Nazam and Shubh Mangal Saavdhan Kana. Both were Hindi songs, so I thought I'll do a Punjabi song again.
Yeah, and you did say to me, I remember once, that when you think of romance and when you think of writing and performing, the language that comes to you instinctively is Punjabi, because that's your mother tongue, and you're also more comfortable as far as Punjabi lyrics are concerned. Has that changed much, or is that still remaining?
I think I'll say both Hindi and Punjabi. But yeah, Punjabi gives a good texture to the song. I think it just becomes more palatable and consumable because it's slightly slightly not generic, though Punjabi has also become generic, but I think it has a certain edge over Hindi songs. It's the only regional language is like acceptable in Hindi cinema, which is like widely acceptable. So I think it just gives you that edge. That's it. Otherwise, my recent passion is shairi. I post a lot of poems on my social media. That's not, of course, not in Punjabi, the Hindi and Urdu. But yeah,
There was one in English recently, yeah?
yeah, there was, yeah, but yeah, there was one odd English, yeah.
And also, people look forward to your videos because of the beautiful women in them. Right from the first one, which had Riya Chakrabarti, then, Yami Gautam was there, then, Ayesha Sharma was in one. And am I missing out some names? Yes, Huma was in one. So, which is the one that you've had the most fun doing in terms of a video shoot? And Amit Roy has shot 2 of them, isn't it?
Yeah, Amit Roy has shot Mitti Di Khushboo and Yahi Hu Main. I'm not sure who's going to shoot this video. I have to still jam with the producer and crack my head on the ideas and everything. Most fun, I think Riya was a lot of fun because we've worked together as VJs on MTV. So I think that was really a lot of fun because we are great buddies. And of course, with Yami, it was coming back together after Vicky Donor, and Huma was the first time. But I think for me, personal favorite video is Mitti Di Khushboo.
Now, I've also been seeing some interesting pictures of your travels with your wonderful wife, Taira, Toffee, you're the co-producer. How are people reacting to the film, bro? Especially in the festivals. I think you were recently in Taiwan or China, one of those countries.
Yeah, we were in Taiwan for Taiwan International Children Film Festival. It was a lot of fun, and we were nominated in the best dramatic short film for kids. And I'm glad, even if it's present on Eros now. They bought the film from us. And there was another short film called Sing, which got Oscar in short films. That was also played right before Toffee. So it was a lot of fun, and the best part is that language was not a barrier at all. Like there were subtitles in Chinese and English, and kids were getting everything. And people in China are more gung-ho to just watch films which are not from of their language. Like there were Chinese people, and there was not even a single Chinese film. So, and there were people with the kids in the cinema hall, and Toffee was sold out a day prior of the screening, which is great. So we had a lot of fun in Taiwan.
And she told me when she came in for an interview that it is almost like an autobiographical thing for her because she knew a girl like that, and it's obviously a story you heard of for many, many years. Did you actually encourage her saying you must make a movie out of it? I mean, a short film out of it?
I never thought about it. It was just her idea. And it's an kind of an autobiographical thing because, of course, as a director, as a writer, you take references from real life. And that's what she's done. Like, she belongs to Punjab and she used to visit her maternal house in Basti Sheikh in Jalandhar, Punjab. And she had this incident of, she had a friend who was from a different strata of the society, and she got married when probably she was 13 or 14. It was quite shocking. And now she's lost contact with that friend. So it still happens in India. That's the sad part. So the movie was a natural creative outburst.
I love your choice of films. I mean, everything has been, it's one thing to say that you look like the boy next door and that is your strength, but the fact is these have all been films with a certain amount of risk, and you've taken that risk and you've taken it to another level. Whether it's Vicky Donor, whether it's Barel Barfi, Shubh Mangal Saavdhan, all these films, do you read the brown script from beginning to end, or do you take a narration? What is your process of selecting it?
It has to be either narration or I'll read the script. The best is to have narration from the director. You get to know about the perspective of the film, how he's going to treat the film, and I've also realized over the years that it's the first reaction, the instant reaction after reading or getting the narration is the best reaction, most organic one. And all these 4 films, Vicky Donor, Dam Laga Ke, Aisha Bareli Ki Barfi, Shubh Mangal Saavdhan, I think it was my instant yes to the script. That's what I've learned over the years, and I'm glad 2017 was brilliant in terms of the success ratio with both these films, Bareli and Shubh Mangal, doing well.
Bhumi and you are doing an ad together now. I mean, are you in a position to talk about it? Even if you can't talk about the brand, at least what is it?
We can. Not about the brand, but yeah, we did an ad together. Yesterday we shot an ad film. It was a lot of fun. It was such a riot shooting for an ad film with Bhumi. She's a great buddy. She's like, I'm like her girl buddy and she's like my guy buddy. It's like that. But the chemistry on screen is crazy. We don't give that vibe on screen, but it's completely opposite off screen. And we shot for 2 consecutive days, ad film, commercial, and then print. And it was crazy fun. We shot for like long hours, but time ka pata nahi chala.
Is she your girlfriend? Is she your wife in it?
Actually, nobody. Like, I'm of course trying to woo her, but that's not happening in the ad film. So it's quite crazy.
That's quite cool.
She's enjoying the attention in the ad film. Yeah.
And also, as an elder brother, you must be really happy with Apar's success. Now that the success has gone to 7 shores, foreign countries and things like that. So talk about his career and how he's shaping up.
Oh, I'm glad that he's taken his own time to do whatever he's doing right now, and still a long way to go. He's a learner, and the best part is that he's getting there, and with anchoring or with ad films and the films that he's choosing, and his crazy comic timing, his energy, it's all working for him, and I'm glad as an elder brother.
Yeah, and he still touches your feet. I've told my brother, saying, "Dekh, apar uske pair chuta hai." When are you doing it?
Yeah, this like a family tradition, but it's not a compulsion. It's just a tradition that we're following since childhood. But otherwise, I am not that crazy believer of that you should be touching feet or something like that. It's just that it's in a family. That's about it, and it's very sweet of him that he follows even now. He makes it a point to do that in front of everybody because chal show off. क्या ज़रूरत है करने की in front of everybody? Side पे जाके कर ले. But he does it. So it's sweet and crazy at the same time.
When you go back home to Chandigarh, what is one of the first things that you do? What is comfort for Ayushmann?
First thing, I sleep in my bedroom. Yeah, that's the best thing. अपने bed पे बहुत ही नींद आती है. And whenever I go to my bedroom, it feels like मेरे exams आने वाले हैं and I have to just sleep and take a nap and then get ready again to study. So that's what I do. मैं सो जाता हूँ घर जाके सबसे पहली चीज़ लस्सी पी के सो जाता हूँ. Yeah.
That is the coolest answer I've heard in a long time. Other than Badai or Badai, other than Sri Ram's film, other than the ad, what are you really looking forward to in this next phase of your career? You're established, you're a star. What are the goals that you've set for yourself?
I don't plan much about the future or anything. I think I just live for every day and probably learn a new thing every day. And I think there's so much to evolve, so much to learn in life. And right now I'm just excited about my travel. Like I'm going to Delhi for a couple of gigs and Calcutta and Kanpur. And in May I'm going to LA for a gig with a lot of singers. Like it's a music festival in LA. Like there are like around 15 to 20 singers from India. It's going to be a huge concert over there. So I'm looking forward to that.
Wow! So this is a lot of touring with the band. And are you taking your band with you? Is that the title? I love the title of the band, Ayushmann Bhava.
यार कईयों को लगता है कि मेरा सरनेम भावा है. किसने शायद कुछ चेंज कर लिया, but it's Ayushmann Bhava, name of the band. But yeah, this time I'm not taking the band along. I'll be like singing on -1 with the track, and since there are a lot of singers, Arijit Singh is also there. There's Mika, Daler Mehndi, and everybody, and Shreya Ghoshal, I think Usha Uthup. So I think from newbies to legends, everybody's going to be there. So it's going to be a lot of fun, like a 3-hour crazy concert.
When you're doing these concerts, you know that Pani Da Rang is going to get that reaction. What is a song that is most appreciated by a live audience other than Pani Da Rang? A song that surprises you saying, boss, wow, this is a great reaction.
I have this medley of old songs. I start with Moh Moh Ke Dhage of Dam Laga Ke Aisha. And nobody has seen, I've not sung that version, it's not online. But in my concerts, I do that. It's a slow medley. From Moh Moh Ke Dhage, I go to Mana Ke Hum Yaar Nahi of Meri Pyari Bindu. And then go to Chukar Mere Man Ko, the old song. Then Jagjit Singh की गजल एक बीच में आ जाती है. Then it ends up with one of my own songs, Nazam Nazam. Like I said last time, I do this combination of Nazam Nazam and Coldplay, Yellow. So even that gets a very good reaction. And I sing a lot of 90s songs. I've also mentioned about this, I think, to you earlier. The rock version of 90s songs, Pant Be Sexy, Shirt Be Sexy. So these songs which people don't expect out of me, they get crazy reaction.
What's Tahira's favorite Ayushmann song?
I think it has to be Pani Da Rang because she's been listening to that song since college days. She thinks she owns that song because she's always heard that song in my 3 years in college, and I think that's going to be the most special song.
What is your favorite activity with the kids? What is it that you love to do with the kids?
Cuddle them. Like I'll be lying if I love teaching them or something like that, teaching how to play guitar or something. I just love cuddling my kids. It's amazing. I think just when you get great sleep when you just hug your kid and just do a siesta or probably sleep at night is the best feeling.
So sweet. Yeah. That is so sweet. Ayushmann, we wish you the best for everything that you do in the future. Thank you for patiently answering all my questions, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having such a great interview.